like forever. I wanted to come on and share some things that I've been working on. I haven't been on YouTube in a long time. I hope everybody is doing well. And you've had a wonderful summer. So I've been working on making these sweet little, I call them sweet little boxes of joy, and they're really cute. They have the wood like crate boxes in the middle, and I wrapped them with some pretty scrapbook paper. It was just a fun way to decorate them. I kind of made two, I think, of each kind. They're super cute. I'll start with this one. It kind of has this, what is it, like a vintage look paper. Hi, Kim. Yeah, I didn't even really think anybody would come on here because I've been so long gone. But it was easier than uploading a video because, yeah, I tried to do that and that did not work out very well. How are you, Kim? I hope all is well with you and your family. I know I probably haven't talked to you in like a couple of years. Things go by, time goes by really fast, huh? So these little boxes are like the ones you can get from Dollar Tree. And so I wrapped it, like I cut the piece of paper so it fits it perfectly. And I was going to put magnets on here, but I decided not to. You can just open it up. You can even, you know, attach the paper to the box, but I just kind of left it as is. But it's those little crates from Dollar Tree. And I had fun, you know, I cut out a whole bunch of little lace spools, little mini lace spools. You can see they're pretty tiny. They put a bunch of little laces on them, like I believe a yard of each. They're super cute. I love that little bow lace. Thank you. I'm glad to hear you're hanging in there. I know life is definitely rough sometimes, for sure. This is a really pretty lace. I want to do a really big de-stash. I have so much stuff. You know, you don't realize how many things you have until you've had to move it all, right? Hi, Elizabeth. Beauty Bum Bum. So I have some like little tatting and these little, this little dainty lace. Lots of little dainty laces because they're on these little tiny spools that I kind of designed, made, and then there's just a whole bunch of little cute little laces in here. Oh, thank you, Kim. Yeah, I've been, you know, keeping up. I have a whole bunch of things like little boxes of goodies. I love just, you know, curating, however you say it, boxes of laces. You know, or not laces, like treasure boxes, just boxes of a bunch of fun, pretty things. So I love putting those together. Yeah, I think these, I just kind of made this, you know, I get inspired by a lot of like Pinterest images, and I kind of just measured the inside of the box and then made sure that it fit just right in there, and then just made the spool. Really easy, you know, you can just make your own little template and then cut them out. Some more little pretty dainty laces, which are fun. I love those dainty laces. They're so much fun to put on your projects. I have this one. This one's cute too. You can put a ribbon through it. Little eyelet. This is a little, has little pink, it's a pink ribbon with little polka dots. This little cute one. Oh, thank you, Kim. And then I did make two button cards because I love making button cards. So just to put some little bling, little sequin flowers, some buttons, a couple little blingy pieces, and so on, rhinestones. And then this one is has a glass, it's a couple vintage glass buttons. Some more buttons. This is a really pretty little applique. Another, oops, this is called sequin flower. Another mother of pearl button. And then in here I made these little boxes and they fit so nicely in here. And you can open them and you have all these little goodies in here, just some little, rhinestone things, and there's flowers, ribbon flowers, some more bling, sequin flowers, there's a little dangly bit. I love these little ribbon roses. I did have Sandra, I forget her last name, but she made me these clay flower pendants, and you can put them on your dangles. So there's a little hole in there. She also made some rose ones for me a long time ago, and they already have the little hanger on them. There's some charms in here, and just all the little bits and bobs that we love. I also have some of these are really cute. They're like little clusters already pre-made. You can see the little heart and flower and pearl on there. And there's one in, I think, pink and silver right here. They're actually made, I think, for your nails, to be like a nail charm, but I love just putting them in your projects, And I have some really sweet, like that's little heart cabochon with the rose on it. They're super old, really sweet little bits. There is a round one in here too. Oh, there it is. There's the round one. Look at that sweet rose. So cute. So yeah, there's just a bunch of little bits in there. And then the last couple things in here is there's this little rosette trim with its light pink and a light sagey green. Super sweet. And then there's this, I put a little dangly pearl bit on here. Always lose your wording on here. I always do. Okay, so that's the first one. I think I made 3 different kinds of them. But yeah, you can totally make your own like little template for spools, any kind of box. I just love working with boxes and filling them with goodies and fun stuff, and yeah, it's something I really enjoy. But yeah, I don't have like a scanning cut or a Cricut or anything like that, so I just do all my stuff. I just make my patterns and then cut them out by hand mostly, which everybody has their own ways of doing things. I'm sure I'm doing it the hardest way just because that's how I work. But yeah, I made it so they're all kind of flush in there. So this piece of paper just will wrap perfectly around here. And then I was thinking about putting magnets on here so it would, magnetically close, but I didn't do that. But yeah, that was cute. And then I just wrap it with some of this really sweet hand crocheted lace. I got a whole bunch of it, so I like using it for the wraps. I've been getting into my like hoard vault of scrapbooking paper, so I think this is like Graphic 45, I forget, Lady in Portrait or something, super beautiful paper. So there's that one. And then I also have, this is some beautiful Prima paper, you can see. Gorgeous. So I got into that hoard vault as well. I love Prima paper, it's so pretty. I feel like my light is not very great. Let me see if I can do anything about that. 1 second. skirt up, so we'll see what we can do. All right, so that's the inside of this paper, and again, it just folds over and opens like that. This one I put some other little things in here. You can see. So there's like a little, yeah, oh, thank you. Should do a tutorial on covering the boxes. Yeah, well, I just measure and cut. Hey, oops, my chat disappears. Hey, Charmaine, so good to see you, dear. I hope you are well. I hope you're back home. So this has a mother of pearl heart on it, a cute little, oops, like a cuckoo clock charm, super cute. A little like leaf, pearlized leaf, has some really sweet embroidered floral lace, and this really sweet vintage lace. A tassel on it. I did like well, here, we'll start with the lace. So I did some more. These ones are just square cut. I didn't do the fancy top or anything, but just some pretty laces. I love this lace. So soft. I put like a yard of each, I'm sure, on there. This is like a hand crocheted lace. It almost looks like tatting. It's so dainty. This sweet little lace. This one is really cute. I don't know why. I love these laces with like the piping on the edging. So pretty. Valencian or whatever it's called. There's this really pretty lace as well. I love this lace. So gorgeous. And then I made a little button card with this little key ring, but I love how the keys like move. Little flower, rhinestone, perfume bottle charm, sweet little dangly bit, and some buttons. And then I have like a bag. It has like a really old key in there, some rusty bells, there's some bling in there, some filigree. There's like dangly bits, a whole bunch of fun stuff to use in like dangles and crafts. Oh, that's great, Charmaine. Hi, Rosie. Hi, everybody. It's so good to see you. I know, long time no see. I just was like, I'm just going to pop on. I've been trying to make videos, but then I tried to upload them, and it takes forever. So I'm like, I'm just going to go on live and share what I've been up to. And then in this box, it has a whole bunch of fun stuff. There's some ribbon flowers. I love ribbon roses. They're so fun to use in your projects. And then there's a little like dangly bit. I love these. Got them from Neary forever ago. Another Hoard Vault item, right? But I'm gonna get rid of everything. Well, not everything, but a lot of things. And then there's a cameo in here. This sweet beautiful lady cameo. And there's also like, oops, there's sequin flowers. They got the like mint green and cream one. There's like a cabochon. This is like a handmade polymer clay flower that Sandy made for me. And this one is like a little dangle. And then there's some like little doilies in here. Oh, here's like another little cabochon. It's a little bit smaller. Or maybe it's the same size. And there's this little crown in here. Super cute. To add to like a pin or something. It's really cute. Cute little crown. And then it has those, oh, here, let me move these. those really sweet cabochons with the roses. And I was told that they were painted on there, but I don't I don't think they are because they're old. I think that they're like rub-on or something. I'm not sure. But they're just almost too perfect to be painted, right? They're gorgeous. And then there's a bunch of little doilies and some more um, little itty bitty flower things. So just a bunch of fun stuff in there, like we all love to do. Rosie, are you having a sale or going live anytime soon or doing anything fun? Feel free to share that information with us all. And I haven't seen you live much lately. Oops. So, that's this little box. I actually made these like I don't know, a bit ago. I've been just hoarding, just making a ton of stuff. Like I should show you guys all the boxes and goodies and like treasure bundles and stuff that I put together, that because I just love doing that. I don't know, my husband's like, you just like going through stuff, going back and forth through stuff, you know, moving in and changing it, and he's like, I don't get it. I'm like, well, it's my fun. Okay, so there's that bundle. I love this paper, this Prima paper. I don't know what it is. There's a lot of fun ones. I actually have a bundle of, I took like all my purple. I don't really have a lot of purple. Mostly my stuff is like creams and pink and white. Excuse me. But yeah. Okay, here, let's switch to something else for a second because I want to show these so much. So I have collected Czechoslovakian rhinestone, like vintage, like rhinestone buttons, and I don't know what they're called, adornments. I got them from this lady, and they like came in this like, I should show you how they're all wrapped up and stuff, but I wanted to fill these really sweet little book boxes. There's two, there's this one and this one, with, you know, a bunch of that really old, fortunately I haven't been well lately, but I'm doing better. I think I'm having it. Oh, that's awesome, Rosie. Good for you. I'm glad that you're doing better. Me and Rosie have been meaning to catch up, but something always happens. I need to get in touch with you, Missy. This is like a old wood box. So I just wanted to fill it with a bunch of fun stuff. So in here, so there's like this dangle. That's not the Czechoslovakian. This is what I was talking about, like the... So these are like old Czechoslovakian rhinestone, and this is like, I think, a button, or they call them adornments. They're really, like, they're in perfect condition because they were kept on the in the tissue paper from like way back when. Look at that. Isn't that just glorious? I love this kind of bling. And there's like some bridal buttons. It's like a button with the sequins on it. These are just some random sweet buttons that I put in there too. Another pearl button. Here's another one with the little pearls embroidered on it. I love those buttons so much. Oops. Some more of the pearl buttons. I love these. They have like the shank on the back. So sweet. These are some more of the Czech rhinestones. I love these. They have like the Czechoslovakian rhinestones. Let me go see if I can. Here, after I do this, I'm moving around too much. Hey, Rosebud. So good to see you all. I've missed you all so much. 2 Eastern, 11 a.m. this Thursday on Miss Rosie's channel. Don't forget it. Look at those rhinestones. They're just so sparkly. These are buttons. Another one of these ones. Gorgeous. And then this, you can see it even had like the tag on it, which says made in Czechoslovakia. Look at that. What a showstopper. So yummy. I know. I love Czechoslovakia's rhinestones. But I like got this huge bundle. Well, not huge, but big in my ideas, I guess you could say. And then I put some more in this little baggie. I have like the worst lighting for this. It's not nice at all outside. So I have my ring light on the side. I love these little baby buttons. There's like 4 of those. And these are just showstoppers. Look at that. Look at the rhinestones there. You got like the point back. So pretty. Oh my goodness. Gorgeous, gorgeous. But I'll go show you real quick like the packaging they come in. 1 second. That I got all of these things in. I'll go grab it real quick. So, oh, oops, sorry, excuse me. I just ran into the table. So, see, like, they all came in this, you know, wrapped up in this old tissue paper, and it says, like, made in Czech Republic. And they were all just wrapped so nicely. You can see. These are just, so all of these kind of came in like this kind of packaging, and they're just so nicely taken care of over the years and years and years. This lady, she told me that I purchased them from, she actually had like a bridal boutique and would sell to, not a boutique, I guess, she would sell to like vendors that she would call them like adornments or something, and sell them to different vendors to put on their, you know, bridal clothing or whatever. But I just love rhinestones so much, and the old ones are just like, that is so beautiful. It's just so well made, you know, back then. Things were just made nicer. But yeah, that was a lucky find. Lucky find. I've been hoarding onto it for quite a while, but I made a couple boxes of, I mean, this isn't Czechoslovakian, it's just an extra little piece I put in there. But I thought, I found these little boxes, and I'm like, I need to get rid of this stuff that I'm never going to use. So I just made some bundles. So I got those 2, and they're pretty well close to the same. There is like a little difference. So that was fun to put together. And then, so I made 2 more of those dainty little boxes, or little boxes of joy. I love this paper too. Isn't it just so beautiful? And I'm not sure, I think this is Prima. This is what the other side looks like. It's really pretty. I think it was like a farm looking type of, I'm not sure, but I used all the paper that I've been just hoarding, and I have so much just like paper that I never have even touched. I'm sure you guys are all in the same boat here with that situation. So again, these boxes, they're the little crates from the dollar store, and I cut the paper so it's the exact size where you can open it, and it's just, you know, right like that. But I made it so I didn't attach it, so like it could be glued in here, and I was thinking about like gluing it on and then putting some magnets right here, but I didn't do that. So maybe next time. But in this box, there's some of this pretty lace on a little pin, and then there's the embroidered, purple embroidered lace. There's a little tassel in here. Oh, thank you. So what have you guys all been up to? Did you have a wonderful summer? Here's some of that pretty, like super light pinky peach. I guess it'd be like a vintage pink color. I love this lace. And you can cut it up in like appliques because you can see that could be like one applique. Really pretty, delicate lace. Gorgeous, so soft. And then there's this. This lace is really sweet. It's embroidered with little flowers on it. And then that lace. This has some of this purple rosette trim, and there's a couple other dainty laces on there. Cute. Then this has 3 laces. It got that one wider one, which I think you see in other boxes. And this is I got a lot of this. It's like an old hand crocheted trim. It's so dainty. Like this is a chain stitch. Can you even, I can't, and then like that's a single crochet. It's just crazy. Crazy, crazy. This has some of the, it's like a blue color. It's showing way darker on the screen. Like a light blue rosette, and then it has like the pink, embroidered pink flower trim on it. And then there's like this little dangly bit, and then another little box to keep a bunch of fun stuff in. Oops. So yeah, there's like, and also I've been collecting a lot of this kind of jewelry with the rhinestones on it. I should show you the box of it I have found when I put my whole stash in there. So it says some bling and little flower bead cap, some ribbon flowers. These are ribbon flowers. Oh, and then this is like a mother of pearl. I don't know. It's not a button. It's like maybe a bead even. And then it's a handmade polymer clay flower with a little hanger on it by Sandra. There's another one of those. It's like a key, some hearts. Oh, look at this. This is cute. This is a little dress form charm. Isn't it so sweet? There's some sequin flowers. Some of those, it's kind of the same kind of things that were in one before, but there is some more bronze charms. Oh, this is cute. This is like a little dangle too. Sweet. So a bunch of fun little bits and bobs. Okay, so that's all in that one. But yeah, so summer for me, just, it flew by really fast. I pretty much, you know, like all of us, I'm sure, worked a lot, and it just went by, especially my kind of, the field that I'm in. Summer's very busy and chaotic, and lots of stuff is happening. So, yeah, it really flew by. It was nice. It wasn't like a too hot or too, you know, cold summer. I mean, I don't think it was here in Washington State. I think it was just pretty good. No complaints from me. I appreciated the weather. It cooperated. Right? You can't ask for more. Okay, so that's that. Oops. See, this is not want to fit back in here the same way it came out. I think my favorite one of these 3 boxes is the first one, but you know, you can always tell when you are, when you start something, it's a little bit more, you're able to put a little bit more detail into it, right? Or I am, at least. Or I do, I mean, at least. And then when I just get, the more and more I get a little bit slower. Oh, or not as interested, I guess you could say, as you were as like in the first one. Okay, so I got a bunch of stuff. I made this little, I'll just show a couple more things. I had to get everything out of my craft room because my daughter is moving in to save money before she gets married next October. You could imagine what I've been going through. Oh my goodness. Hate going into winter. Yeah, you know, it's a hard transition, right? When you're used to summer. Like here in Washington, the days are literally from, I'd say they start like it's light from in like the midst of summer in like July. It's like or the end of June. It's probably light from like 5:30 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. And then we go like now, we're just entering fall. It is like it's only light from I'd say 7 a.m. to like 7:30 p.m. So the difference in how much daylight hours we have is crazy. And by the time we hit winter, we're only going to have daylight from, you know, 8:30 a.m. to maybe 3:30 p.m. So it gets cut down big time, big time, big time. It just is gone. And it's so sad. That's my favorite part about summer is the daylight hours, I think. So this is a little lace book I made. Fun. There's a little tassel on here and I put a little spool of that really sweet, little sweet, crochet trim in there. And then, sorry, I'm not, yes, oh my, right, all good reasons, but dang. Yes, moving a whole craft room is crazy. Yes, lots of work. Everything is in the garage. Maybe I can put one more box in there, right? Oh my goodness, that's so much to move. I know, and that's when it's like you realize how much stuff you have when you are moving things around. When I know moving is like the biggest thing for me, you know, is when I realize like, oh my gosh, this is unreal. Like, where did all this stuff come from? So I love making little like toppers, these bows with all these pretty fibers on top. I just love the look of it. And I love this fabric. It's like I don't know what kind of fabric it is, but it's fun. And I put like cardstock under it, so it's like cardstock based, and then I sewed the fabric around the cardstock, and then I made some cardstock pages with the fun laces. So, and then to connect all of them, I put holes in the top of the cardstock, and then I weaved them through down through like all these fibers down through, back up, and then I tied bows on top. So that is how you make these, and they're just fun. And then you can just tie them with any kind of fibers you have, anything to make them, you know, cute. And you can decorate your covers and do all that fun stuff. Super simple. So I put some really sweet little laces. Look at this little heart lace. I love this lace. I got this from Miss Rosie, I think. It's so gorgeous. And this lace. So pretty. This is a vintage lace. It's so beautiful. So pretty. This one I think I got from Rosie too. She has so many beautiful laces. Oh, sorry. That was so loud. I'm so sorry. My alarm went off. I probably burned your eardrums. I'm so sorry. This is a really pretty lace. And then there's some beautiful tatting. So pretty. And then there's this pretty, this is a dangly lace. And another lace just wrapped around to keep it all in there because it just goes everywhere if it's not secured. Then there's some more tatting. And that is a beautiful, beautiful lace. This is a beautiful vintage lace. Gorgeous. Then this is a beautiful vintage handmade lace. So pretty. So that's all in there. And I'm actually going to stop this video and I think I'm going to come back on in just a couple minutes to do another video because I can't upload videos, but I want to do a few videos of all the stuff I've been making. So I'm going to shut this one down and don't feel obligated to come back or anything for the next one because I'm just trying to get these videos out there. But thank you for joining me for the little boxes of joy, or little bundle, I forget what I named them now, little bundled boxes of joy. And I'll be back with some more fun shares soon. So I hope you'll have a lovely day. And if you're here in the next 10-20 minutes, I will see you then. And I'll be right back on my channel. So it should only be about 10-20 minutes. Okay. Bye. See you on the next one. Hugs and love. Thank you so much for joining me today. See you in a few minutes. Bye. Oops, if I can figure out how to end. Oh.